Noah, obviously the transfer portal is open, the spring window. Guys are considering their options. If anyone is in that position on this team, do you talk to them at all? Do you have any words of advice?
Yeah, I mean, this is really a big decision. It's an individual decision. So I think everybody on the team knows what we have here, the family atmosphere we have. Everybody knows that they're valued here, and everybody knows that we want them to stay. So I think we're just getting that point across, but that's all we can control. So I think we're doing a really good job just making sure this team is kind of united. And if people make their own decision, then that's their decision, and we respect it.
Braden, you were in the portal for what, maybe 24 hours or something like that? Was it just you were uncertain because of the change? Then what went into the decision to come back?
Yeah, really, it was like the uncertainty of the future, and after meeting with Coach Brennan and the rest of the staff, I knew give him a shot. And so far throughout the spring, I feel like it's been the right decision, and I'm extremely happy with the decision I made. And getting to know Coach Brennan and Coach Lyle and the rest of the staff even more is in the way they really push you and want you to make each one of us better, and as a collective group has been really good.
How was it for you? Because growing up, you're always starting quarterback QB1. What was it like? Taking in those reps last year, and what's it like being QB2? I guess.
It's been good. It's been a really good learning experience, especially learning from a guy like Noah. The way he puts in the work, puts in the hours, and being that role model for both Cole and I, and seeing what he does at this level and how to play at this level, it's been a really good learning experience for me.
No, is there anything that you could maybe pass along to these guys as far as being a backup and learning?
I mean, I think we like I told a lot of people, we have a really good relationship, us three. And it started last year with Jaden, and it's continued on this year. But hanging out in the facility, hanging out outside, we're really close. But I guess the hardest part is kind of being patient, trusting your time is going to come. But both of them have done a fantastic job learning. Fantastic. We're all in the same kind of boat right now, learning this new offense. So they've helped me in ways that I can't explain, and hopefully I've done the same.
And then being able to stay ready so you don't got to get ready, I guess. Has that been your mindset for the last couple of years?
Yeah, definitely. And that kind of comes from my dad, but I think these two have done a great job in that area as well. You kind of see it even when the ones are struggling, our other groups come in and kind of dial up and down the field. So got to give a lot of credit to these two, as well as Coach Lau and Coach Babers.
Cole, did you have offers?
No, I was very under recruited. Arizona gave me the preferred walk-on option, and I took it right when I heard about it. I just knew it'd be a good situation for me.
Okay. And how has this year been different so far with one fewer quarterback here in terms of reps and splitting things up?
I mean, it's definitely more reps than I've ever gotten in a college setting before. I mean, all three of us were like the guy wherever we came from in high school. So definitely like a little weird not getting a ton of reps in the first 2 years, but right now everything's going well. All of us are like Noah said, we're all in the same position right now. We're all learning a new offense. Just trying to be where our feet are. Yeah.
With the move to the headset communications now between quarterback and head coach, is there still going to be any sort of signaling that's going in to other players on the field, or is it all just going to be you from Brennan? No.
Yeah, there's still signals, and we're still kind of in the new era of the helmet communication. So we're still trying to learn all the new aspects of that. But there's definitely signals for when it gets choppier when we're playing in a lot of environments.
Do you like the coach-to-player communication?
I like it because it's kind of just new. It's kind of cool to be able to hear a voice in your helmet. But I mean, at the end of the day, the biggest part is communication. So whether that's signals or in the helmet, as long as everybody's on the same page, that's what matters.
I know it's still early, but has there been, I guess, any growing pains or any issues?
Yeah, we've gone through a couple of growing pains so far, but we're figuring it out. This is a new time for everybody, coaches and players. So we're trying to figure it out together.
What do you learn from Coach Lau, and how's he helped you along so far?
Coach Lau is kind of special because he's Polynesian, so we kind of relate in that area. And then he played quarterback at a very high level. I don't know if y'all know, but he led Oregon State to beat the #1 team in the country versus USC when he was over there. So he's played in this kind of environment. He's played at the highest stage. So learning about how to control the offense, control your emotions. And then obviously he's really smart at football in his game. So he's helped us in a lot of ways.
So I know that Coach Aquina basically is bringing the same defensive scheme, but observing practice, it seems like there's a bit more pressure being brought. Without giving away too many secrets, what has it been like for any of you guys to face the looks that you've seen out there?
It's been good. I mean, like Coach Aquina does a great job with that defense. The defense does a great job. There's a lot of great guys on that side of the ball, and they bring a lot of pressure, but it also makes us have to make decisions faster, get the ball out faster. It just makes us better as a whole offense.
For any of you guys, just how has the tight end usage been for so far this spring compared to what you're used to, and how do you see that working in the fall?
It's been good so far, and you got to give a lot of credit to Coach Atkins because he's one of the best coaches I've been around. The time he spends in the office, the way he's able to communicate to the players and coach, he coaches everything. So the tight ends are really prepared. We have some great people in that room. They could play, but they're willing to learn and they're willing to get better each and every single day. So it definitely helps in the run game, and then as they continue to get coached up, you can see them getting more comfortable in the pass game as well.
One of the clips that they posted from the first practice, Coach Brennan, I think, was talking to you about the sense of urgency with the motion. That's a lot of times it's the tight ends. What does that motion do for the offense?
It just gives a lot of looks, and it makes the defense communicate, and it makes them kind of communicate fast. Motions and shifts kind of take the defensive coordinator out of it to where the players have to communicate and adjust on the fly. So that's kind of why they're talking about the urgency and snapping, and that's why we use all the shifts and motions we use, and it's worked so far.
The relationship that you have with Josh Baker, what do you say about that?
Baker makes my job so easy because, especially last year, coming in, everything was kind of going so fast that there's a lot on my plate and a lot I had to think about. So he took kind of one of the most important things off my plate, which is IDs and flipping protections to where he wanted it to go. So off the field, he's great to be around because he works so hard, and he holds me accountable in terms of one-on-one meetings and telling me everything he's looking for. And then on the field, like I said, he takes one of the key components out of my job, and then obviously communication with him is really great because of our relationship off the field.
Is that still the case? Is it still his responsibility to identify where the middle linebacker is or whatever you're talking about?
It's really my responsibility, but he's so in tune with, he meets with everybody, so he knows what we're thinking. Most centers I've been around at least don't really know what's going on the back end. He kind of sees back end rotation and where pressure's coming from, so he's able to flip her protections. But going into year 2 as being the starter, I need to help him out as well.
Who are some wide receivers that have really emerged this spring?
I think all the guys have done a tremendous job, especially learning the playbook and a new playbook on the fly. But Jackson Holman and Chris Hunter and T-Mac and I think the rest of the receivers have done a great job, especially Jaden Clark. All those guys have done a great job and get on the same page as us as far as where we're going to be placing the ball, how we're going to be throwing it, and how they're going to be running the routes. It's all been really good.
Good time.